morning, everyone. Thanks for coming to Pueblo Community College. I am Erin Hergert. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications, and it's a very exciting day for us. Today I'm going to be talking about some funding for a capital renewal project in this very building, the Mike Davis Academic Building. And to talk about that funding and all the impacts that it's going to have, I'd like to introduce Cliff Kitchen. He is the Director of Facility Services. Cliff?
Thank you, Erin, and I'd like to welcome all of our distinguished guests and visitors here today. This is a capital renewal project for Pueblo Community College. We've been looking at this building for several years and have built up quite a few projects that we've wanted to get taken care of, and we've been lucky enough to receive $3.5 million this year in phase one for this project. And phase one will include 5 controlled maintenance projects that will be taken care of. In order to do that, we had to go out to the public, and we started looking for a project management firm. And that firm that we have selected will be Steve Hall Architects. Steve is here today. Steve is going to be a wonderful member of our family, because that's what we think we have here as a family, and we're going to look at this and provide the best possible asset to the community that we serve. We're going to start by looking at some outside projects. The first project will probably be the elevator, which we all got stuck in a couple of weeks ago. We're also going to be looking at the roof on this building. Our amphitheater outside, we've had some problems over the last 26 years with flooding. So we're going to rebuild that a little bit, make it a little more comfortable for our guests that come enjoy the outside activities. We'll be looking at this floor and the second floor and upgrading some of our restrooms to more compliant ADA. And we'll be looking at the interior vestibules and exterior door systems, correcting those because they're starting to wear. And we will be looking forward to our phase 2, which we are hopeful will get funded next year, and looking at some pre-purchase of some mechanical systems for that to move forward. The second phase will be mechanical, electrical, some plumbing, and some infrastructure in some of our classrooms. And we're looking forward to moving ahead with that. We take great pride in our campus, and we look forward to providing something for this community for several decades that'll help us move ahead with what's needed for the education of our regional folks. I thank you.
Thank you. Well, good morning, and thank you for joining us. My name is Leroy Garcia, and I have the proud honor of serving in the State Senate representing Pueblo and Pueblo West. And today you're going to hear about the exciting multi-phase opportunity for Pueblo Community College, an investment close to almost $10 million in capital construction over the next several years. And I would like to especially thank, I know you'll hear from them, my colleagues, Representative Edward Vigil, who's the chairman of the Capital Development Committee, who's always been a champion for Southern Colorado, Representative Danae Askar, who's my colleague who serves in the House, is also a champion and supporter, and also Dr. Patty Urjavik. It's their leadership and support that has led to these much-needed improvements, but also their advocacy in pushing for more funding for our higher education. So with that, I want to thank them and thank you for being here today.
And thank you, Senator Garcia. I'd also like to acknowledge Representative Danae Askar, who also came. If you want to stand up and give her a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. She's also a former employee here at the college as well, so we appreciate having her. To speak on behalf of the Capital Development Committee and some of the funding that the challenges that they have as part of their committee, I would like to introduce the chair of that committee, and that's Representative Ed Vigil.
Good morning. My name is Edward V. Hill, and I am the Colorado State Representative in House District 62, which includes Pueblo County. It's a part of Bessemer and the east side of Pueblo, but Pueblo is a community of a whole, so I don't just believe that I should represent the east side and the Bessemer side. I should represent all of Pueblo to the best of my ability. So I just had a few things to say about the capital funding that we got. It was a negotiated funding that we got. And I'd like to thank the other members of the Capital Development Committee for allowing this project to go forward, because it is a committee of 3 and 3, which means we get 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats. So we were able to work it out, because if we would have had one dissenting vote, the project would have failed. So we were able to vote unanimously on the project, and so it was very, very fortunate that we were able to do that. And let me tell you the reason why I decided PCC should be one of those projects that should be funded. I come from a family of educators. My mom and dad were both elementary teachers. Well, my mom was an elementary teacher. My father was a high school principal. And so I grew up all my life around the values of education, and I value education very much. And so that's been one of my I guess, priorities in the legislature, is to always try to get funding for schools, for colleges. I've done that with other colleges in Southern Colorado, gotten some funding as well. So as we move forward in the process of evaluating projects, Pueblo was at the bottom of the list, and we were able to pull it out simply because Pueblo needs to have a community college that has quality education, and they do, but you also need to have those physical facilities so that you can attract more students. We toured the building here, and it's indeed needed capital improvements. And so we were able to do that for them, and so we're just really proud that we were able to get the funding for this community. And as we move forward, we're going to get to phase 2 and 3 so we can complete the project here in Pueblo. And as we get new industries here in Pueblo, PCC will be a part of that. And so thank you very much for coming and attending, and thank you for being so supportive of this community college as I am. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. I've been attending public community college for 4 semesters now, with the goal of getting my physical therapy assistance degree. Through my time here, I've taken a variety of classes, including quite a few science classes. I know part of the funding is going to go towards improvements in the science labs and also the elevators in this building, which will help make an optimum learning environment for my classmates and I here at Public Community College. Having the right learning environment will encourage students to practice mindful learning, which will help them succeed in getting their degrees or certificates here at PCC. Outside of my classes, as Aaron said, I'm the president of the Student Activities Board, which organizes student events on campus. The board utilizes many of the facilities here at PCC, and the renovations to the amphitheater and the front of this building will help make a better venue for both the student events and the community events that happen on campus. All of the improvements from this funding will help make the PCC campus a more welcoming and convenient environment for both the students and community here, which will in turn help make PCC an even better educational institution that serves the Pueblo community.
Good morning. Isn't this a great day when we can come together as a PCC family to celebrate just quite an amazing investment in our institution. This building really is the heartbeat of most of our academic services, general education services. And as you all know, we've taken our role and mission very seriously, and especially the direction that the state legislator and the Colorado Department of Higher Education have given us, in that they want to make sure that not only do we attract students to Pueblo Community College, but what? That we keep them, that we engage them, that we graduate them. And in order to do that, we need to be able to have an environment where students find value. And that strategy that we have is working, isn't it? The Brookings Institute has recognized us as 4th in the nation for providing value to our students. And aren't we fortunate to have this wonderful group of Southern Colorado legislative delegation on our side? They see the importance of the community college. They see the importance of the work that we do, and whether it's Claire going into physical therapy or it's a student transferring to CSU Pueblo, it's an important initiative for all of us to share in. So, on behalf of the faculty and staff and students, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for believing in us, for believing in the role and mission of the college, but most importantly, for believing in our students, believing that if they have the education, that they will contribute to a successful community, and that's really what it's all about. So faculty and staff and students, could you please rise and join me in giving these wonderful individuals a PCC thank you. One last group of people that I would like to recognize and thank, and that's our facilities and our housekeeping. When we had the committee come on campus, I actually was concerned because our campus is so beautiful and so well maintained. I was afraid that they wouldn't think that we needed the money. So we thought about putting them in the elevator, and then we thought, well, that probably wouldn't do very well for us. So we kept them out of the elevator, but then Cliff gets stuck in the elevator, and we all had a great laugh at that. But our facilities and our housekeeping staff do work tirelessly to make sure that every building and the grounds on this campus are kept in pristine shape, regardless of the age of the building or how many times we walk across the campus. So I think that our facilities and housekeeping need a great big round of applause for making sure this environment is so well. So you can be sure that whatever dollars you do give us, we will be good stewards of that money, and we will make sure that we take good care of the assets that we're afforded. Now, let's talk just a little bit about this business of transfer. We know that it's a challenge for us and that we need to continue to work to improve that transfer rate. And so if you have a minute, I understand that our STEM Center is getting put together, and you might want to take a peek in there. But whether it's the STEM Center, or it's our biology labs, or it's a general education for English or math, these are very, very important components to making sure that our students complete and transfer on, or actually pursue that destination degree, such as physical therapy associates. So it's important that we recognize that each student is unique, and that every asset we have here is an important component of our success. And I don't want you to ever forget or keep in the back of your mind that this institution is great because of each and every one of you sitting here today. Your contributions to this institution are priceless, and the students are very, very lucky to have such a wonderful group of individuals, again, so committed to the role and mission of this institution. So, a few short weeks, and we'll be back at it again, and this building will be filled with wonderful students, so I can't wait. If you haven't taken your vacation, please do, because I guarantee you in a few weeks, you're not going to have a chance. So, thank you so much for coming out today, and enjoy the rest of your summer. Thank you.